Well, hey YouTube, so today guys, we are back here with another review, and today we have a review here of the iPhone XR. This is Apple's attempt at making the price tag of the iPhone cheaper, but at the same time not compromising those premium features you expect from the new iPhone, right? So this came out I believe it was last September, guys. I don't know exactly what month it was, but it was last year, guys. This was the flagship phone of 2018, and it came out simultaneously with the iPhone XS. XS was the premium over $1,000 phone. The differences between these two phones aren't crazy. I believe there's subtle camera differences. Obviously, the screen size is bigger. Obviously, there's more processing power in the hood. But really, the compromises you're making here aren't so bad. It's really exciting to me that they were able to get all the iPhone features you want under $1,000. You only have to spend about $750 if you buy this in the store, basically. You probably get it cheaper online if you buy it used, but I wouldn't suggest that. I think iPhones are very finicky. Really, any phone is really finicky when it comes to buying it used. You gotta be careful, make sure you're buying it from the right source, but whatever. Here's the back of the iPhone XS. It's a beautiful glass display, not display, but a beautiful glass facade. And that's your camera. That's one thing. The iPhone XS has this triple camera crazy system. The XR has your simple single. I believe there's another camera right there under that. That may just be the flash. The point is, the camera system is simpler, but in terms of how your photos come out, the differences are really hard to see. I honestly could not see much of a difference here. So I've been using this phone for about 2 to 3 months, guys. So I want to give you guys my full reactions and opinions to this phone. My girlfriend wanted me to buy an iPhone, and I'm an Android hardcore fanboy. I'll be honest with you guys. I am an Android fanboy. I've been forever now. But this phone, guys, this phone is actually really, really good. I'm really impressed with how this phone came out, and I'm going to do my best to show you the cool features about this phone without at the same time giving away my identity and someone stealing my identity. So I got to be careful what information I could show, so I'll do the best I can do, guys. So I think a great way to start off this video is with a speed test here. Let's see how fast this thing can browse. I know the answer to this question. So right now I am on Google. I'm going to show you guys how fast this thing is to go to Yahoo. There's Yahoo, and that quickly, guys. What was that, a second or something? It's really fast. Let's try out YouTube. YouTube definitely is more data intensive here. Let's click YouTube, and that was fast. Let's click on a video, guys. We'll try. I gotta make sure there's no copyright. So you know what, guys? I'm just gonna put one of my videos in at 1080p, and we're gonna see if it can handle it quickly. How fast can it process all that information? I am on pretty fast Wi-Fi, so keep that in mind. But whatever. Here's a video here. It's loading, and that's pretty quick. Let's change this.
Hey guys, we're back here with another review, and today
So I just changed the settings, guys. I'm having trouble figuring out how to change the resolution here. It looks like Apple doesn't want you to messing with the resolution. I'm gonna try on the app. Maybe on the app you can do it, but not the website. So that is a downside of Apple products. Certain settings that you expect on Android, because Google owns the OS, are not here on Apple, and they do that on purpose. I'm under the impression they do this stuff on purpose, so you have to buy an Android phone. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they intentionally make the Google programs like YouTube and all that stuff, Google Drive. I feel like they intentionally make it worse on Apple products, so you're more incentivized to buy it on Android. That's my guess here. So here's my video, guys. I'm going to change the resolution here. We're going to see how quickly you can handle that. The quality is going to be auto for 480p, if you see that. Let's quickly change it up to 1080p here. Let's hit play.
So today, guys, we're
and
back here
there we go. That looks very nice, by the way, guys. It looks really, the screen here looks really great. It looks really vivid. It looks really clear. The pixel density is lower compared to your 2K phones and on Android. The Galaxy S10 is 2K. I know the newest Pixel phone also has a very high resolution. So you're definitely not getting the resolution you would expect on a phone like that. But I think it's still pretty good, guys. So let me show you the camera. I'm going to show you the UI first. It's very, if you ever had an Android before, not Android, but I guess you could say Android. But really, if you ever had an iOS device before, it's very similar. You got photo, you got video, you got slow-mo, you got time-lapse, you got portrait, you got square, and you got pen. Now, those are the different ways to do this. I'm going to try to find you guys a couple pictures in my photo gallery. Let's see if I can find you guys a picture that I think could showcase the power of this camera. Remember, it has to be something that that isn't like it's non-distinguishable, I guess, so I don't get my identity stolen or people don't know too much about my personal life. So that's always a challenge when you're looking up photos of yourself, especially for reviews. So the good news, guys, is Google Photos is enabled here, so you can, if that's not just an Android thing, you can get Google Photos on your iPhone. I'm sure you guys know that, and you have all your photos here, so don't you worry about that at all. That won't be a problem. I'm looking for something that I can clearly show you. I mean, here is one picture here. This is a picture of somebody's car. It's not mine. It looks really clear, by the way. It looks very clear. I don't think this is the best way to showcase the camera, but remember, I am using a video webcam, and I'm showing you a phone screen, and yeah, it's not the easiest thing to display. So here's another picture. This is a picture of me, guys. I think it came out really good. Right now, there was a severe thunderstorm when this picture was taken, and I think it came out really, really nice. You may not be able to tell, but it came out really nice. It really did. I know you guys may be seeing glare, but that glare doesn't actually exist on my phone. It's just because my webcam is having issues. You guys know, just dissecting the information at hand here. So I'm going to find you guys one more picture before we move on to the next section. Yeah, so I'm just going to find you guys one more quality picture I have taken. To be honest, guys, I haven't taken as many landscape pictures as I used to. I used to be all about the outdoor stuff. And the truth is, if I go too far back, guys, if I go back to when I was in college, well, I didn't even have the iPhone in college. I had graduated. So it's like there's only a limit of how many photos I can go back and show you. Yeah, I don't see much. I'm going to just take a selfie, maybe. Let me take a selfie, guys. I want you to see what this is coming out as. The light definitely messes it up a little bit. There you go. Wow, I look so bad. I look really bad in that picture. I don't like that picture, so I'm just gonna move on from the camera, guys. I'm sorry about that. I could have done that better. Definitely could have done that better. So I'm going to show you guys some benchmarks here. I actually don't have any benchmarks on my phone, so I'm going to go download some. I'm going to show you the results of it. So give me one moment, guys, and let me go do that. We are back here, guys. We have the popular MT012 benchmark software. I'm going to start testing, guys, and we're going to see exactly how well this thing performs. I mean, it's going to perform pretty well. I think it will, because, I mean, this is, oh boy, copyright. Sorry about that, guys. Just copyright with the music, just copyright with the video content. But here's a few seconds of it, guys. It looks really smooth. It looks really great. And I'm going to keep showing you guys a few clips before this benchmark ends. This is the next benchmark, guys. It looks really cool, by the way. And my phone is doing a great job. There's no real stuttering I see. It really is doing a good job. So that seems to be the end of the graphical testing now. It's almost done, guys. It's at 86%. It's testing the memory, the CPU, and the UX here, guys. We're at 90%. It's going to finish up any moment, guys. So I'm going to continue talking from this point on. That's just going to be close. No, I think it finished, or it's about to finish, guys. This is the UX test. So, guys, I really, really am impressed with this phone. It made me switch over to iOS, and it's something I personally didn't think I would ever do in my lifetime. I've been an enemy of Apple since the iPhone 4. I had the iPhone 4 back in the day, and I disliked it. I don't think Apple was refined enough at that point, and I really disliked the phone. But Apple has come a long way. I think Android has done a number on Apple, and I think Apple finally had to get their head out of their asses, and they had to make a phone like this that actually can compete with the Android OS, which is still vastly superior. But this is a very, very solid phone, guys. And, you know, I've been using this for a few months. I purchased it with my own money, and I can unequivocally say this is probably the best iPhone I've ever seen before in my lifetime. I definitely recommend it, guys. I will have an Amazon link down below if you want to buy this phone, guys. That definitely supports me, so make sure you check that link out. And make sure you guys subscribe and like for more content. Remember, I spent so much money on this phone. Yes, it wasn't specifically for this review. It's because I needed a new phone. And my girlfriend had an iPhone, so it's just easier to have an iPhone to iPhone connection, iMessage. But still, this isn't expensive. I didn't have a 2-year contract. I already bought this outright. So use my Amazon link to buy this phone or a different Apple product. Use the join button to join the Peebos Club, fan club, guys. Yeah, you can check out the perks down below. If you can't do any of that, if you don't want to spend money or don't want to buy anything, use the link down below and make a Robinhood account. It's free. You get a free stock. I get a free stock. We both get free stocks. I mean, it literally is the easiest thing. And you get a free stock. I get a free stock. I don't see a reason not to do it. So, I mean, there's probably even more ways to support me down there. I haven't looked at it in a bit. I should probably do that. But please, guys, I want to come back. But it just needs to make sense, and I need you guys to support me any way you guys can. So, overall, guys, before we go, now we have the results here. So let's take a look here. Here's the final results. We got a 338,841 total score. The CPU has 116,000. The APU is 145,000. UX is a 63,000, and the memory is 12,434. So I think the important thing to do is combine that and look at other devices. I think that's probably the more important thing than the actual scores themselves. You know what I'm saying, guys? So let's get the other phones here and let's compare. Here's the final score, guys. If you have an iPhone XR, I think because I've used my device a lot and I've messed around with it, it's a little bit slower than the average brand new iPhone XR. You see how it's slightly above it. The brand new one's 34,000, mine's about 33,800. Probably because I have a bunch of apps in here. Probably because I have apps running in the background. Probably because my phone's a little hot right now because it was running that very intensive thing. So just keep that in mind, guys. It's a little bit stronger than the iPad Pro 2nd generation and the iPad Pro 1st gen, of course. It is stronger than the iPhone X, which is really, really good to me. I'm going to show you these numbers here because the iPhone X was the premier phone the year before. So it's good to see that the iPhone XR, the budget one, is stronger, almost 1.5 times stronger than the iPhone XR. So that's really good. Let's go back a bit. We probably have these old devices that you guys probably have if you're thinking about updating. Here's to go back in time a little bit. iPhone 8 Plus, iPhone 8, iPad Pro, the iPhone 7. You know what I'm saying? You see how much stronger it is in these devices? It's really cool to see how far it's come. I do wish there was a way to compare these scores to Android scores, but I know the system architecture of iPhones have always been vastly different. So yeah, I mean, I already said my closing remarks, guys, so I'm not going to repeat it for you. Also, I have a case here. This is called the Unicorn Beetle case. I have this on my Galaxy S7, which I have right here. So this is the really, really important thing about this case, guys. This company here, the Unicorn Beetle, is this first smartphone I've ever had that made it through the 2-year contract cycle. I had destroyed every smartphone I ever had. I had an LG G3, destroyed that one. I dropped it so many times it broke. I had a Galaxy S4. I got sprayed by a fire truck. I got sprayed by a fire truck and that phone got destroyed. This phone, let's not say this phone didn't go through some crazy stuff. A car ran this phone over. So I'm still doing the crazy stuff I used to do, but the difference is the Unicorn Beetle is on my phone and now it works. As you guys can see, I had it turned off because I hadn't used it in a while. But the Unicorn Beetle case really, really makes a difference, guys. So this is my case here. This is the one for the iPhone XR. The only thing, guys, it comes with a tripod piece. Unfortunately, my tripod piece, I broke it off, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. I probably should buy a new one. But even without that piece, it still does the job. There is a slight concern from my perspective because these holes are now open. So now if it gets hit by water, there used to be a piece blocking it, right? But now this piece isn't here, so that's a little bit of a concern to me, and it's something that you won't have that problem with because your case will come with that tripod. It's just I was pulling it, right? I was trying to see if I can get it. To go backwards. It didn't. It just kind of ripped off, and I feel kind of stupid. I feel kind of stupid about it. I really do feel pretty stupid. So overall, guys, yeah, I said my closing remarks. I'm not going to repeat myself, but I appreciate any and all support you guys can give me in this time. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and thank you. Bye.